But thank you everyone that has joined us today. Today we're going to be doing a deep dive for Wimbledon for next year. So thank you again for taking some time out of your day. This is going to be recorded, so we'll send this out towards the end of the day, a recording of this webinar. To kind of give a little bit of an intro into us on Point Events, my name is Brittany. I'm the operations manager here. We also have Philippe from our team as well. We offer sports travel packages to some of the top sports events in the world. And some of the upcoming events that we have coming in the next year or so is the Paris Olympics. And we have Polio in Italy. And today we're going to be talking about Wimbledon. So what we offer matches iconic destinations like Paris, which you can see the Eiffel Tower there. The beach volleyball event's going to be happening right there at the Eiffel Tower. Witnessing sports history with some of the biggest sports events in the world really does create an unforgettable experience. So today we are going to be talking about Wimbledon. So just to kind of go over the agenda of what is going to be happening in the meeting today, we're going to do some key takeaways of what I hope for you to come away with for this meeting, as well as who is the perfect client for Wimbledon. We'll do a deep event dive for the event itself, and then we'll kind of go over travel experiences, inclusions, pricing, as well as qualifying questions to assist in selling. And then we'll go over some frequently asked questions. But I definitely recommend, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the chat. You can take yourself on mute or take yourself off mute and ask any questions. We are here to answer any questions that you may have. So let's just jump right in with some of the key takeaways for today. So first off, Wimbledon is an iconic bucket list event, especially for tennis enthusiasts, those that play tennis. We've secured some of the top luxury hotels along with the high demand tickets for this particular event, and we're able to create some customized travel packages based on that. We do offer a 12% commission for our packages, and average package price is around $11,500, just to kind of give you an idea of what most clients are spending for this event. A key takeaway is we want you to leverage us as your partner, not just a supplier. So I'll go in a little bit deeper into that, but that's some of the big takeaways from today's webinar. So first, diving into who is the perfect client profile for this event. So we will typically see a lot of FIT clients that are sports enthusiasts, especially if they play tennis or any other racket sports, those that are a part of private clubs, tennis clubs. Those are a lot of the attendees that we see, as well as bucket list checkers. This is one of the top tennis tournaments in the world, and definitely something that we see a lot of clients have at the top of their bucket list to attend. We'll see a lot of couples. Again, London is a great destination for couples and for friends trips, and you know, being a part of the Wimbledon tournament kind of adds to you know, some of the intrigue for a lot of couples and friends. And then we'll see a lot, especially for our travel advisors that are planning Europe trips for next year. London plus Wimbledon is a great add-on. So I know some of you may be thinking for next year for Europe, and now is a great time to, you know, start offering Wimbledon as an add-on for that. And also for any travel advisors that do corporates, we do see a lot of individual and group sales incentives, as well as client entertainment. So make sure to be thinking about who do you know from your clients that kind of fit this profile. So digging into Wimbledon, kind of the basics about Wimbledon, it happens yearly, usually in late June or early July. The one coming up here in 2024 starts July 1st and goes through to July 14th. The venue is called All England Lawn Tennis Club. It's in Wimbledon, which is right outside of London. It is the world's oldest tennis tournament, dating back to 1877. And it's a part of the Grand Slam series. So you have the Australian Open, the French Open, Wimbledon, and then the US Open, which some of you may have seen. The US Open just finished last weekend with some great matches. So at the All England Lawn, there are multiple outside courts, and there are reserved seats for court 1 and center court. So the grounds open at 10:30 a.m. with court 1 starting at 11, and then center court, which are going to be your top seed players, will start around 1 p.m. or around 2 p.m. for the final. We'll definitely see this as a common bucket list trip for tennis players and fans. For couples and for friends trips, I see some ladies trips happen usually, as well as corporate incentives and client entertainment. So Wimbledon is considered one of the hardest tickets in tennis, and the main reason for that is debenture tickets are owned by debenture holders, and they have it's kind of like a season ticket for a 5-year term. And debenture seats are the only tickets that are legally transferable. So they're the only tickets that are legally able to be resold. You will see, maybe you get some feedback from your clients about public ballots or the lottery system. They also have queuing at the All England Lawn, which is basically lining up every day for some general tickets, but that's typically not something that we recommend. We are only offering debenture seats for Wimbledon. So we are a full tour operator for Wimbledon. So we offer private airport transfers, hotel, tickets to the event, commemorative gifts, and tours. So we offer the full package for that. And to go over the reserved seating for Wimbledon, in the purple here, you can see that this is where the debenture seats are, which are going to be in the 200 level for center court, as well as the first couple of rows for the 300 level. And you'll also see the royal box there, which that's where the royal family sits. A lot of celebrities will sit there as well. So it's on the same level there, and some really great viewing for tennis. And as well as for court 1, it's here in the purple area. And with the debenture seats, you have access to executive lounges, with some private restaurants, bars, bathrooms, things like that. So that's what's included for debenture seats. To go over the schedule, so it starts July 1st, and there are 4 preliminary rounds that are elimination rounds, and then it moves into quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. And something that sets Wimbledon apart from some of the other major tennis tournaments is whenever you have debenture seats for a particular day, like let's just say July 13th, you have it for the entire day. So you'll be seeing the ladies singles finals, the men's double finals, and the ladies doubles finals versus, Australian Open or, US Open, they'll have morning sessions and evening sessions. So that's just a little bit of difference there between some of the other major tennis events. So going into some of the hotels that we're offering, there is a brand new peninsula that just opened up this month in London, and we have pricing for that for Wimbledon, as well as the Four Seasons Park Lane, which is one of our top hotels that we recommend for our clients at the luxury level, and the Mandarin Oriental as well. So those are some great London properties I'm sure you're well aware of, but that we offer for our Wimbledon packages. There's also a new Raffles property that just opened up in Wimbledon, which is an old war office, which is a pretty neat property. And then we have your quintessential London properties, the Dorchester, known for their wonderful high teas, and the Langham as well. But we do offer a wide array of hotel properties, and our entry-level property we have for our program pricing is a Curio property that's in the Westminster area. But all of this can be customized based on your client's needs. If they would prefer a different property, we can definitely accommodate that. So let's see, don't have any questions so far, just double checking. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat. So to go over the program pricing, so the starting out pricing is for a 2-night stay, which includes one of the first round matches for debenture seats. So this just kind of gives you some starting out pricing, which I'll dive a little bit deeper into bracketing and how you can kind of give your clients an area of what to budget for this type of event. But this at least will give you an idea as far as where the prices start. So entry level for center court will start at about $4,875. Going into some of the hospitality that's offered for Wimbledon, we have some VIP hospitality. This particular one, they have both indoor and outdoor seating. They have a wonderful terrace that overlooks center court. They're going to have the top of the line British fare 4-course meals and food and beverage and complimentary bar as well. One of the main highlights for having debenture tickets are some exclusive restaurants. So with that, there are some restaurant reservations that we're able to assist with. First being the Courtside Restaurant, which is at Center Court, and they offer lunch reservations as well as afternoon tea. And then we also offer the Renshaw Restaurant, which is over at Court 1. And kind of the great bang for your buck for this particular restaurant reservation is you have the table for the entire day. So you're able to go have some food and beverage. They have a 3-course lunch, and then go back and watch some tennis, and you can go back and forth to your reserved table for the day. So that is something we can offer as well as an experience extra. Again, because we're a full tour operator, we do offer tours for Wimbledon, and that can range anything from museum tours, nightlife, London Eye, Tate Modern, any of the iconic landmarks in London. Those can really be, customized based on your client's preferences. So to kind of dive into our consultative approach, what we like to do is to try and get as much information to build I'm sorry, was there a question? Oh, okay. Just making sure. So for our consultative approach, we're trying to get some of this information to build a customized proposal. So things we would need from the client is dates of stay and length of stay, and what level of hotel they're looking to stay in: deluxe, luxury, 4-star, 5-star, number of rooms and the types of bed that they would prefer, connecting or adjoining rooms, and the level of seating at the event, and any experience extras. So those restaurant reservations, hospitality tours, those are the experience extras. And also, an approximate budget. I know that, they may not have an idea as far as how much these types of events can cost, but to kind of get an approximate budget so we can work within those budget requirements. And then a 12% commission, or we can also do net rates for any travel advisors that prefer that as well. So diving into key sales tips and insights. So obviously, if you're here, you're trying to get information about some of the events that we offer. And we offer white label brochures and one-pagers. This is great for email, social marketing. And, your clients may not know that you have access to this. And so using these white labeled brochures is kind of a great way to market to your clients and let them know that this is something that you offer and that you can add on. One of the things that we're really wanting to try and share with our travel advisors is to leverage us as a partner, not just a supplier. You know, we like to say that we are an extension of your brand, and we're an expertise. We're experts in the sports industry, so we're able to answer those questions that you may not have the answers to. And it's an efficient way for us to communicate together and try and get to the bottom of what your clients are trying to achieve. And we have experience selling these luxury FIT products and able to speak the lingo and be able to communicate efficiently between all of us and get a perfect proposal for your client. So we highly encourage, let's get on a three-way call with us and your clients and see what they're looking to see with their trip. And what we see is that client involvement increases chances for closing. So if we're able to get on a call and kind of walk through what we're able to offer, what they're looking to spend, and be able to manage their expectations, it really does increase, their experience and improve their experience for some of these trips. Major sports travel experiences have a price tag to match. So, a lot of times we'll see some clients that are typically a Four Seasons client, but with some of these high price tag for sports events, they may decide to roll that back, or they may say, okay, we want to have the top level experience, and we're able to provide that. And so clients may be reluctant to share budget. And so what we like to do is offer a bracketing technique, which basically just says, okay, here is the starting pricing. These are the bare bones, but this is typically what we see clients spend, and then kind of go from there. So our marketing materials will give you that information. But again, like I suggested, a three-way call is the best way to get there. And we're able to level set expectations even for traditional luxury buyers. So let's see. Do we have any questions already? I'm going to go over some frequently asked questions, but I just wanted to kind of see if anybody had any questions so far. No?
We've got one.
Yep. Do you book other sports events? Yes, and that was actually our very first question. Thank you, Michelle. So we do book other sports events. We don't book all sports events, but we do have a focus for everything from some of the other Grand Slam tournaments, the Summer Olympics, which I mentioned, the Masters, Kentucky Derby. We do have a travel agent tab on our website that has some of our other webinars to kind of do a deep dive on some of the other sports events that we offer. Yolanda, what is the starting date to get tickets booked for Wimbledon? Now is a great time. And actually, you're already getting to the questions. This is so great. So now is a great time. We already have some bookings, but we are able to put that together now. So I think hotel availability is already opened up, and we are able to start those bookings now. So some other questions. If we sell tickets only, I know that that's something that we get a lot. We do not sell tickets only a part of a package. When do you have to book by? When are they sold out? We will typically see the finals sell out quicker than some of the preliminary rounds. I would say by spring of next year is usually when we'll start seeing lower availability. Philippe, is that kind of what you think as far as when we typically see sellouts for those tickets?
Yeah, I think that's right. I mean, it's hard to predict, right? Because we have a finite amount of inventory, and once we sell through it, we sell through it.
Yeah.
So
yeah. But now is a perfect time to start looking at this. And again, that was another question, how far in advance to plan. Another question that we typically get is deposits. What deposits do we require, and payment schedule? So typically for events that are like Wimbledon that are next year, we're able to do a 25% deposit up front, and the final payment will be due about 90 days prior to the event. So looking at final payments around March of next year. Are these trips cancelable and refundable? That's something we get. Our packages are non-cancelable, non-refundable. But if, we lived through the COVID era, so if there are postponed or canceled, we try and work with our clients as best we can, given whatever the circumstances are. But we highly, highly recommend travel insurance. This is something that, they can go through you for, but we also offer AIG Travel Guard, and that would be commissionable to our travel advisors as well. And our commissions are 12%, and they get paid after the event takes place, usually within the first couple weeks after the event takes place. And then I know Yolanda said tickets for the finals too. Yeah, so in case clients are not able to travel, can the tickets be transferred by them? Yes, they can be transferred to another family member. They're electronic tickets. We typically will not deliver those tickets to clients until closer to the event, so that can easily be transferred to someone else. And that goes for all aspects of our packages. We can change attendees. These are some great questions. Can some buy a package for one day, first day of the game, and then one night of hotel, and is transportation from London to the game included? Yep, that is something that we can offer. We can do a one-day hotel and one-day session for Wimbledon, and we can include transportation for that as well. There's obviously the tube in London, which a lot of people take as well, but we do offer private transportation for Wimbledon. These are some great questions. Do we have any other questions? I hope I've answered a lot of what you asked. Well, if there are any other questions, feel free to send an email to us. Our email is info@onpointevents. And we will be sending, Ruby will be sending a white label brochure for Wimbledon with a recording of this webinar. Also on our travel advisor tab of our website, we have those white label brochures of other events that we offer as well. So we'll be sending that out today.